Migrating to a new laptop usually means hours of pain. I just cloned my whole setup in 5 minutes and come on. No backup, no imaging software, nothing like that. And here's what shocked me. This is built in Windows and almost nobody knows about it. As a former Microsoft MVP, I've migrated dozens of setups, but this changed everything. I'll show you exactly how I've done it, and I've condensed it in 3 simple steps. But before I show you how I migrated my setup, let me show you why this migration meant so much to me.
I love my laptop. I really do. I named it Plop because it was short and easy. Spend a lot of time with my laptop. Plop. It has been there for me for all my projects. Didn't matter if they were personal or professional. I brought Plop almost everywhere with me. When I think about it, we've traveled so much together and seen quite some beautiful places, I have to admit. Didn't matter if it was at the office, at home on the couch, or abroad when sightseeing, or even on a retreat. Plop was always there for me. We've worked late nights together, finished project, racing against deadlines, submitting our PSConf session just in time. Plop has been more than just a computer to me. It was my companion. But today, I had to make a tough decision. It is time to move on. I can feel that Plop is aging. It starts to be slow, and sometimes when I click, I need to wait and wait and wait before I get some feedback. It's not your fault, Plop. You've done your time. It is time for the next generation to take place. So I got a new computer, and I named it Whoop because it's short and easy. But here's the problem. Migrating to a new laptop can be a nightmare, tracking all your apps, reinstalling them, and reconfiguring everything from scratch. And you don't want to waste your time doing that. I'd rather prefer being more productive, writing code, or do any other activity rather than that.
Hey guys, my name is Stefan and welcome to my basement. This channel, I help IT admins, IT pros, DevOps engineers to write more code, better, and faster. So here's the plan, and it's intentionally simple. First, I clean up my existing setup and decide what I want to keep. Second, I extract that setup in a single centralized source of truth. And third, I rebuild my development environment on a new machine, using only built-in tools with minimal effort and no guesswork. I decided to go in the direction of using a package manager. Package manager is the tool that manages your software. You can find it, install it, remove it from one single place, your terminal. Package managers have existed in the Unix ecosystem for a very long time. If you're familiar with Linux and macOS, tools like Yum, DNF, apt, brew would probably sound very familiar to you. On Windows, we mainly had 2 options for years, Chocolatey and Scoop. Both are excellent tools, no questions about that, but they're maintained by third-party vendors, which means they are not on Windows by default out of the box. So sure, you can install them in a few minutes, but honestly, I really wanted to see how far I could go with winget, the package manager that is now directly built in Windows. Winget is an open source package manager built, created, and maintained by Microsoft exclusively for Windows. It's available on Windows 10, 11, and Windows Server 2025. Being open source means that if you want, you can go and have a look at the internals of winget, inspect the code directly on GitHub, and understand how it works internally, and even contribute to it by proposing new features or by fixing existing bugs. But that is a bit off topic for today. Under the hood, winget connects to multiple sources. One of them is the Microsoft Store, limited to applications rated E for everyone. In addition to that, winget will connect to another repository called the winget community repository, which is where most of the applications you use as developers, IT pro, DevOps engineers will come from. So my very first step was simple. I wanted to list all the applications present on my old laptop, but I immediately encountered my first obstacle, winget itself. Wait a second, didn't you say that winget was already built in Windows? I actually did. It's good, you're paying attention. But let me show you what exactly happened. First, I wanted to make sure that winget was actually present on my machine. So I typed winget -- version. And good news, it's installed. So far, so good. Next step, let's list all the applications present on my machine. For that, we run winget list and nothing. No output, no list, nothing. And why is my prompt suddenly partially blue? Yeah, this doesn't really look promising. In situations like this, every IT admin knows what to do first. Are we actually running the latest version of winget? We all know that very often the fix to an existing problem can already be resolved in the latest version. Since winget is open source, I went to check the latest version available on GitHub. At the moment I recorded this video, the latest version available was 1.8.1911. That said, the winget teams ship new versions very frequently. So I would not be surprised that by the time you watch this video, there's already a more recent version of winget available. So this might actually be the solution. Winget can be installed via the Microsoft Store, and you can upgrade it directly from there. More precisely, winget is delivered via a package called App Installer Package. When I tried to upgrade winget from the Microsoft Store, the first time it didn't work. I had to relaunch it a second time, and then it only worked. I still have no idea why initially it didn't work, but yeah, welcome to real life, I guess. And now if I run winget list, and there we go. I finally get my full list of applications. But looking at this list, I immediately noticed something off. There are applications I absolutely don't use anymore, and I definitely don't want to bring them over to my new laptop. The idea is simple. Export the applications from my old laptop, remove the ones I don't want anymore, and reuse the exact same list to install everything on my new laptop. In my research, I found out that winget has a very simple command for this. Winget export -o followed by the file name where to export. My example, I just named the file winget.export.json. If we open that file, we can see the entire list of all the applications that were installed on my old laptop. From there, I removed everything I didn't want anymore and saved the file. Now, of course, I need to bring this file to my new laptop, which you can do using a USB key via the cloud, whatever. I just simply went with the USB key. Until now, we have updated winget, listed the existing applications, exported the applications to a specific list, and cleaned that list up. And the last step is to actually install everything on the new laptop. I went through this simple route. I copied the exported JSON file onto a USB key and moved it on my desktop on my new machine. At this point, I was feeling pretty confident, so I went straight ahead and ran the import command, winget import -i, followed by the path to the file. And it worked from the first try. If we take a look at the installed applications on my new machine, we can see that they are there. We can see, for example, Notepad or VS Code that they are installed. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start coding right away. I open VS Code and then it's completely empty, and this makes sense. Before, I had a very customized VS Code setup. In this next video, I share with you a VS Code extension pack that bundles together everything I use in VS Code, which creates my ultimate VS Code setup. I'll break down exactly what's inside of it, why each extension is there, and how they work together to create a productive setup. No magic, just a setup that holds up in real life. Go check it out.